with you, man.
Yeah. All right. Try this again.
Take two. Welcome to Sup Podcast, episode number 92. I am one of your hosts, Chris Genie. Across from me, my motherfucking guy, Luke Trevisi. And to my left diagonal, my other fucking guy, Lawrence Deloach. What is up, my fucking guys?
Not much, guys. It's the Christmas episode.
This is a Christmas episode, yeah.
It's the Christmas app, baby. What are we doing
For
for
those of
Christmas?
you who don't celebrate, it's the holiday episode.
Yeah, holiday
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah,
Hanukkah.
whatever thing you
Shabbat
celebrate.
Shalom, my guy.
Festivus. Happy Festivus.
Happy Festivus if you're a Seinfeld fan.
You know, air your grievances out with the poll or whatever you do.
Happy
But,
Boxing Day, you Canadian fucks.
Boxing Day. What's that?
You don't know Boxing Day?
You know
No.
Boxing Day?
It's like December 26th, if I'm correct.
December
Yeah, it's
26th.
a Canadian holiday.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's what's up.
That's for you,
Shout
Matt.
out to the Canadian listenership. We got a couple out there. But what's going on? What are you guys doing for the holidays, real quick? Let's just get this out of the way.
Not much, man. Just probably sleeping.
Sleeping. I'm going back to Boston. You guys are from here, so you're not.
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
just
don't.
going to do dinner with the family and then probably spend the next day watching all of Mandalorian.
Nice.
It'll be fun.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna chill, relax, watch some Christmas Day NBA basketball, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, of course.
And speaking of Christmas Day and the NBA, it was kind of breaking news as we recorded this podcast today that Luka Doncic, the star guard from the Dallas Mavericks, has signed a long-term deal with Jordan Brand.
That's right.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Just broke today.
That's wild.
Yeah, it like literally just happened.
Yeah, it just happened
Whoa.
as we were recording this maybe around 3 hours ago, and the news was put out there, and this is another signing for Jordan Brand to go along with guys like Jason Tatum. I know
Young Zion, the God.
Zion Williamson, and Luka. And Luka, obviously, he's international star in the NBA, and this is his second year in the league, and he is putting up an insane
Those shoes are gonna look
season.
stupid.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, you look at it, him and Zion are the future, but I mean, I think Luka might.
Yeah, I mean,
He might pay off a little bit more than Zion.
I mean, it's especially now because Zion's hurt. He hasn't really been able to do shit, so he's had a weak start.
and he signed with Nike after what happened with
No, he signed with Jordan.
Brand.
He started with
Yeah,
Jordan.
but Jordan
Okay.
before any of that, though.
Okay.
So what happened? So you told him the shoe ripping,
The
and
shoe
the shoe
ripping,
ripping was in college. That was
Yeah. So that was pre-signing.
So that was
Yeah.
so everyone was like, who is he gonna go with? Is he gonna, is he gonna go with Nike, or is he gonna go with Adidas, or is he gonna sign with Puma? And he ended up signing with Jordan Brand.
Didn't since we're on the topic of shoes breaking during games, didn't the original D Roses? Isn't that what fucked up his ankles? If I'm not mistaken, like his ACLs. He was wearing
No,
a
a
pair
lot
of his own shoes.
Well, a lot of he was wearing his own shoes, but a lot of people were saying at the time of him tearing his ACL that Adidas sneakers were just not good for basketball play because a lot of the guys were having a lot of injuries. There was Iman Shumpert, he tore his ACL. Then you had Derrick Rose, and there were some other Adidas guys who this is maybe 7-8 years ago. They were wearing Adidas, and it was just guys who were just suffering these gruesome knee injuries playing ball in their sneakers. Now, guys who play in Adidas now are doing fine, like James Harden and Derrick Rose even. His sneakers are doing well.
They've kind of redeemed themselves.
They definitely redeemed themselves, but they went through a stretch where dudes were just suffering season-ending injuries.
I do remember that, yeah. But that was also during the lockout season, too, right?
Derrick Rose originally tore his ACL in the lockout season, so the second half of the lockout season.
Yeah, when everybody was like, we're going to cram as many games as possible. This is a great idea. This could never go wrong. And then everybody was falling.
And then dudes just were breaking down in Adidas. So, but I'm excited to see what they do with Luka.
Yeah.
He is. If you've watched any of his games, I don't know if you guys have watched him play.
Yeah, I watched him against the Knicks. He was so good.
He's so good.
He's so good.
I saw him. I mean, they played the Lakers, and I mean, literally, he's just.
That was a good game too.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
He is. It's interesting, man, to see when you see a lot of these sneaker companies, and they're banking on these international guys, these foreign dudes taking over. Giannis, Antetokounmpo, Luka. These guys are the future of the game. So, and speaking of the game. Nike and NBA 2K are continuing their gamer exclusive series with the new Kobe 5 Protro.
So we didn't actually cover the original story with this. So this is the second installment of Nike and NBA 2K, the video game, actually doing something together based on achievements in order to get access to a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, which I don't know how we missed this, because this is actually very interesting.
I like these too.
Is these fucking Kobe's? What are these? 17?
Those are LeBrons.
Oh, I meant LeBron's. The purple threw me off. Is it just I say Kobe sometimes when I mean LeBron, and LeBron sometimes when I mean Kobe now? Is that just me?
I think that's just
It's probably just me. Okay.
Just you.
I think them both being on the Lakers really fucked me up.
Mistake a thing.
No, so the original shoe was this LeBron here. It's this all purple one for the audio listeners.
Yeah.
It's all purple. It's pretty cool, but you basically got access to it through the sneakers app after you've achieved a certain amount of things in 2K.
Right.
So the second installment here is the Protro, and both like kind of purplish shoes, like this one with the neon pops. But this is kind of cool. I'm surprised we missed it when it originally happened. But starting December 26th at 10 a.m., virtual hoopers can get access to it. The Bryant Christmas Day, 42 points. That's I guess where it's based off of. But yeah, this is fucking cool, man. This is really fucking cool. I don't know exactly how I feel about you have to play a video game in order to get them. Like, if you don't like 2K and you like the shoe, like, it's kind of weird to me that you have, you have to like figure, you have to get one of your nerd friends to play for you or something. But I mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's a cool gateway. Out of all the things that Nike's done, like, remember when you had to follow around like Nigel Sylvester in order to get like his shoes? Like, having something like this where it's separate from a person,
right?
Like the pure person that does the shoe or whatever, and you have like another sort of gateway. This is very interesting, and I'm kind of excited. I hope they don't do it with too many things, but this is a cool little story.
It's actually a great sneaker, man. It's modeled after the Chaos color scheme. It's purple and Volt and red, and I actually really like those. I mean, I would hoop in those. I mean, I know when dudes get those or whoever gets them are going to try to resell those, but those are really cool. And I think if from a pure basketball standpoint, when you look at like Kobe 4, 5, 6, 7, even the 8s, like just some of the lows that he created, man, some of the best basketball sneakers to play in. So
yeah, I think Kobe's, Kyrie's, and LeBron's are like the top 3 sort of player edition shoes to play in. I know a lot of people that play in all of those.
I mean, honestly, throughout LeBron's career, I've never. A lot of the Nike sneakers that he's had, I just did not like playing ball in them because they're so clunky. They're designed for a guy of his stature.
Right? Yeah.
So Kobe's are low top and they're really good. And they're fat. They're light, and I like playing in Kobe's and Kyrie. So
this opens up a lot of potential though, between outside sort of gatekeeper shit.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so if they do this with NBA, which makes perfect sense, basketball shoe, it's a perfect translation. But, like, if there's other avenues they could take with other types of games that are more open to, like, because me and Luke don't play 2K. Do you play 2K, Lawrence, at all?
I haven't played 2K in a few years.
I also haven't played in a few years.
Yeah, like, the last time I played was, like...
I still have 2K17. I still haven't beat my career on that. I still got Michael B. Jordan in the wing.
I honestly think the last basketball game purchase was when... Mark Blount was still on the Celtics.
Wow.
And Charlotte Bobcats were a new team.
What?
So this was a long time ago. Like I've had no interest in sports games at all. Yeah.
Damn.
So it is like, I'm like, all right, I wish it wasn't like a 2K game, but like if they do this with other games, that's fucking sweet. And it adds to the story. This just creates a depth that's far beyond what most sneaker releases are like now. So this is really fucking cool.
I want to get like they should do like a Skyrim one. Do like a Skyrim one with like just metal and shit.
We have to ease our way into the nerd shit.
No.
So we have to ease our way.
No, we deep dive right in.
No, we can't do a 2K and then all of a sudden do a Minecraft
Skyrim?
shoe.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
A Minecraft shoe where it's just all 8-bit blocks is just El's looking at me like he doesn't know what the fuck I'm saying, and that brings joy to my heart.
But yeah, man, this is really fucking cool.
No, that's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, man, I hope they do this with other shit. That'd be cool if they did it with like a Tony Hawk game, and you get this.
Like an SB?
Yeah, so if like Costin's in the game, and then you get the Costin Tony Hawk. I don't know. That's a lot of labels on that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about that. You have to go through the whole. This must have been a nightmare to get approved.
I mean, yeah.
Because you have the NBA, then you have fucking
2K.
Yeah, who makes 2K though?
2K games.
Yeah, 2K
Oh,
games,
that's
yeah.
it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Who owns 2K Gaming though? Isn't it part of a larger conglomerate like EA or something?
I mean, if
Well,
we
it's
follow
definitely
it
not
up, yeah.
definitely not by like EA. It's definitely not EA.
No, not EA.
Okay.
has
EA
their
does
own.
NBA Live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2K games. I know that.
By the
Maybe
way, that's
Rockstar?
fucking
I don't know.
fucking sick.
Speaking of NBA 2K, NBA Live, this is more on the sports side, but it is very important since we are talking about Kobe Bryant.
We got some Hall of Fame nominees today.
The 2020 Hall of Fame basketball class nominees have been announced, and obviously Kobe leads the pack with Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, and there's more too.
Good class.
Like,
And then there's Chauncey Billups, who's on the list.
Mr.
Chris
Big
Webber,
Shot.
Ben Wallace. I believe Chris Bosh is up there.
Chris Bosh not getting it.
Chris Bosh, listen.
Chris Bosh had a great career. I'm not saying he didn't.
Listen, I am not going to argue with you right now, but Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer.
Cheney, can you pull up the video of the Miami Heat victory with the champagne bottle?
That is fine. That we will not.
Miami Heat. If I just do champagne, you think it will come up?
I think so. I think so.
Champagne.
There it is.
It's one of the biggest memes that we had in the history.
Not that one.
No, right there.
This
That
one?
That one.
Oh my god! I never saw this photo before.
You never saw that?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That is a. They need the Brazers watermark
They
right
did
in the
that.
corner.
They
there.
did a
They
lot
did
of. That
everything.
was 2012. They did a lot of memes.
They did a lot of memes.
with Chris Bosh in his open mouth and having the champagne poured on his head.
Hell yeah, dude! Chris Bosh, you're the man.
But yeah, Bosh is he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his accolades, 11-time All-Star,
Yeah.
1-time All-NBA. He's won 2 championships in 2012, 2013. He's one of I think like 8 players who by the age of like 31 had 11 All-Star All-Star appearances.
Yeah.
He played third fiddle to LeBron and D-Wade.
Third fiddle is a funny.
He did.
He did, but he was
Yeah, he was fiddling
on the
out there
Raptors.
for sure.
Jesus.
But
He's quite the fiddler.
but in Toronto he was amazing.
He was the man.
And in Miami he will go down as one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest power forwards to play the game.
I'm not gonna lie. He did he was a big part of that 2012 victory. Like during the middle of the playoffs when I think Dwayne Wade was out, he was the one that was pretty much
He fiddled
carrying
in the
the
middle of the season.
He was fiddling in the middle. Yeah.
Even when LeBron left to go to Cleveland again, and
He was putting up points.
He's putting up points.
He
I
was
mean,
putting up points.
he just had the heart issue.
The heart issue. Yeah, that enlarged heart.
But I think.
Oh, his heart was fiddling too hard.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and and it was just he.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, no.
I'm having fun.
So unfortunately, he couldn't make a comeback. But yeah, he's definitely. I mean, once again, Kobe's gonna lead the class.
No,
but
for sure.
Oh my God, Kevin Garnett, and we can even talk about guys like KG, and from a lifestyle standpoint, I mean, he was one of those guys in the late '90s who had his own flight posit.
Yeah.
He had flight posits.
Actually, Kevin Garnett has a very underrated just sneaker history in general because he literally was in, I think we've spoken about this before, but he was in a lifetime contract with Adidas.
Was he? I didn't know that.
Lifetime. And then he just was like, yo, you know what? I'm kind of going to get out of this. And they just let him get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he went to Anta. He was one of the first guys to go to an Asian-based shoe company.
Mm-hmm.
Asian takeover, baby.
Asian takeover. But yeah, man, super underrated outside of the court.
Yeah.
Very, I think, rated. I think most people agree that he's very rated as a basketball
player. Yes, anything is possible.
He was amazing, and even Tim Duncan, he had some great Nike sneakers. He wore the up tempos. Remember they were the neon and black. Those were like Reggie Miller's, but also I believe Duncan wore those. He had the silver flight posits.
Tim Duncan. If I just type foam.
Yeah, Tim Duncan foams. Those were the silver with the. Yeah, those were
$600 on StockX right now.
Incredible.
Yeah, I remember these when they came out. This shit is fucking tight.
Yeah, so he's had some wonderful sneakers with Nike in the past. Duncan, Kobe. I mean, these guys are all.
I do hope they come up with like Hall of Fame packs for some of these guys because like there's a lot of occasions that I don't think get commemorized in sneakers. Mm-hmm. And if you're a Hall of Fame basketball player, you should definitely get a commemorative like I'm in the Hall of Fame. Here's my Hall of Fame.
Here's my Hall of Fame.
You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for what did Kobe win? It was an Emmy or Oscar? Which one did he
won?
An
Oscar, yeah.
Yeah, like he should have an Oscar shoe. There should be like a all-gold Kobe 4.
Kobe 4.
You know what I mean? Because he's the first basketball player to win a fucking Oscar. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So shout out to Kobe. Shout out to those guys. That's fucking sweet, dude. Just fiddling their way.
What's
fiddle's just a great word. But yeah. Anyway, moving on from this, let's get a quick update maybe from Lawrence if you've still been paying attention. What's Barney's at right now, the sale price?
On the website, it is 30% off plus an additional 20. We're still playing that game of checking with them because they have to close up shop by, I believe, February.
Yeah.
So we are, after Christmas, we are going to get reduced prices like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And they are, from what I heard, they're closing up the web shop. So a lot of the
they're closing the web shop. So all of the
stuff
stock
on the web
is
is
go to the New York stores.
Well, they're gonna go to the different stores.
No, they're gonna go to the New York stores.
So it's going to New York. And we're just, like I said, we're playing a game of can we get it to 70 to 80% off with and then I think if you get to 70, 80%, you just pick shit up to pick it up.
Exactly.
You just picking shit up, like literally. And it's kind of interesting to see it because it just goes to show you that Barney's was an institution, and we've said that on this podcast before. And to see it just completely just shut down, and in the future we're going to see Barney's in Saks stores. That's it's like a section of Barney's in Saks stores, but it is sad, but it's also good because they used to profile young African American and people of color when they would shop in the store.
That is very true.
So I'm just saying, just because a person of color comes into your shop and buys a bag for $4,000 doesn't mean that they stole a credit card or they scammed. So, I mean, a lot of these stores do profile, but when it was front page in the Daily News.
Yeah, Barney's is notorious for that.
I mean, all those high-end-esque, like, luxury stores, like, profile the shit out of everybody. Did I tell the story about how I went to Fendi and got profiled for being a broke bitch? They thought I was a broke motherfucker. I should have been in there. Did I tell that in the podcast? I think I might have early on. I went into Fendi, and I'm like the whitest looking dude of all time. I went in there, and one of the security guys followed me around the entire time I was in there.
Because you look broke?
I guess.
That's fun.
But, man, those guys just suck dick sometimes. It's like, Jesus, get off everyone's back.
I'm an Asian. I don't have this problem.
I think you have other problems.
I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of problems, which brings us to our next topic. My Twitter babe, Almond Milk Honey.
No, stop.
No, okay, all right.
No, we're not doing that.
No, we aren't going to do that. But we do have interesting.
No, so Barney's is closing.
Right.
Not everybody is doing poorly as far as the market goes. So actually, Converse and Jordan are doing great despite the increased tariffs. But it's interesting because Converse is actually up 15%. And it's solely due, at least a lot of the credit's gone to the Chuck 70.
Really?
Yeah, so these hipsters in Brooklyn are fucking making Converse profitable.
Sure.
Again.
I think just hipsters and people across the world or Chuck 70s are one of the most known and worn shoes out there. You can say that Air Force Ones, Adidas Superstars. It's a symbolic sneaker.
Yeah, but it's just crazy that now
symbolic for how much of a hipster you are. Am I right, guys? Come on, give me that shit.
All right, well,
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Just fiddling in that.
Just fiddling in there. God, this is what is you do. You can't do this all episode.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to try to force it. No, but it's crazy going into 2020. Like the Chuck 70s. We'll put this in perspective. Chuck 70, that's 1970.
Right.
We're going to 2020. That's 50 years later. The shoe is
still doing
holding fucking strong.
You know why?
That's incredible.
Isn't that because it's there's low production cost, high return probably?
I mean, that's to credit some part of the shoe. Yeah, sure, but I also think it's just a fucking solid shoe.
No, it's a very solid shoe, for sure.
It's a very basic but solid shoe that you can fucking do up in any fucking color, whatever.
Yeah.
Still be fucking solid. But, yeah, man, shout out to Converse, shout out to Jordan. Doing all the fucking things that you need to do.
Doing all the things you need to do, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fiddling.
Yeah, fucking fiddling. That's what they're doing. Speaking of fiddling, I think it's time we. Sorry, this episode's just now called Fiddle. I don't know, or something like that. But no, I think we should try to talk about the eBay and Stadium Goods collaboration here.
Talk to me. What's going on with that, Chris?
So, eBay is now going to start catering to sneaker reselling, where they're not going to have any fees on shoes sold over $100.
Right.
Which is most shoes, especially in the marketplace that we care about.
Yeah.
Now, just to kind of recap of what's going on with some of the other stores in general, a lot of this is being capitalized by bigger companies. So we all know that Flight Club and GOAT are now invested in by the retailer Foot Locker.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And previously to eBay stepping into this, Farfetch bought part of Stadium Goods.
Don't forget Nike's new CEO.
Nike's new CEO is also formerly of eBay. So there's a lot of fucking tricky shit going on over here.
Yeah.
Which on paper it seems beneficial for us, but there's no way in the long run this is going to benefit anybody in the consumer market.
Yeah.
I think that's why Virgil said that streetwear's done. It's like done in the next year.
I mean,
I don't listen. Let's talk about that because now.
Yeah.
No, because that was an interesting comment because I feel like Virgil was trying to get people to say, well, if Virgil says no more streetwear, let's buy all the Louis Vuitton stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's one angle.
One angle that could be
That's the L conspiracy angle.
That's the
L conspiracy.
I need you to buy, a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag, to look cool, and I think that's a problem because streetwear will never ever die. There will just be a new generation of people.
I think his version of streetwear. I think the Off-White Virgil collective,
Pyrex, all that shit to me.
I think that's gonna be done.
But streetwear will continue to.
Absolutely.
It will evolve. It will continue. It will get better. It will get worse. But it will not die because there are too many people who just. Streetwear is all over. If that means it's over the world.
It's because people are all invested in the brands.
There you go. So I will never say that streetwear will die.
Well, by definition, it's kind of hard for it to die because whatever the actual definition, like whatever typed out definition that like Webster has of streetwear, whatever the fuck that is, streetwear is just skate kids essentially. It's the beginning fusion of skate and hip hop clothing representation. So there's no way it's going to die unless skating dies and unless hip-hop dies. And we all know none of those are going anywhere.
No, listen, streetwear is everywhere. It is, you can go to any mall in the world, in the country, and see little white boys and little black boys wearing fucking streetwear zoomies and going to all these stores wearing extra baggy clothes and all that shit. And it just will never die.
No.
And speaking, I know Virgil, he talked about streetwear is going to die soon, but he just released a pair of Off-White Dunks.
Yeah,
the
three pairs. Were you guys, did you guys like them? I
think we talked about them before. I think they stink.
They stink?
I like the green ones.
Listen, let me tell you something. I love the green ones. And
I wanted them.
And I think those, I think that is a pair of sneakers that I genuinely feel like, goddamn, I'm willing to sell something to get. Those are the green ones are very nice.
You really want those?
I hate the other two colors. I hate the UNLVs. I hate the Michigans, but the pine green ones are just clean.
I think you can sit
if you take off the Verge wire, I'm down.
No, I think the Verge wire. I think finally he got the Verge wire right on a pair of sneakers. If that makes sense. The other, all those other shits, the waffles and the whatever the other ones were, whatever those other two, the Kigers, and I forgot what the other
what
ones
those
were.
other dumb ones are.
The
those fucking
Streets.
shitty, stupid ones.
With the spikes and the quote unquote Verge wires. I think those were done incorrectly, but something about Dunks, and I have one of those feelings, and I don't say this often, but you look at resale now, and it's, I think for most pairs around $500 to $600.
Yeah.
If you do not strike within the next couple, maybe month or so, by summer, I could see those shoes being at like $1,200. I can see them double.
Really? See, I thought the other way. I thought if you're patient enough,
you think
they'll go down.
They'll go down?
I think they might go down to 4.3.
I think you got a window to get in.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when people start getting their pairs in, I think people want to move them because obviously, you know, a lot of these young, broke, reselling motherfuckers got to let things go quickly because, you know, so on to the next or, you know, they're using parents' credit cards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like these are, remember, they're dunks. They're very simple. I mean, yes, you do have the wire. The different laces, but I feel like it's one of those shoes that I could see going up.
I can't tell with stuff anymore. It's impossible for me to try to guess.
Really?
Yeah, like because I think they're just so stupid, but then the hype around them is so high. But I could see both sides. I could see him I could see him on there for like $1,000 for sure. But I could also see him like barely hitting 4.
Barely hitting 4. Yeah, I know. It's all in the realm of possibility.
It's like just how smart are people going to get to realize that a lot of the tricks he's doing on shoes are bullshit.
Well, it's not just the tricks that he's doing, but it's also the hype. Off-White still carries a great name in terms of sneakers, and this was the first Off-White since the 10 that was not some gimmick to me, if that makes sense. Like the Kygers and the Waffles and whatever the other, I forgot the other one.
Vapor Streets.
Vapor Streets.
Yeah.
Those are all, to me, gimmick Off-Whites.
They were there to make headlines, and
they were there to
spiky bottoms.
And I feel like this, since, you know, the last pair of Off-Whites that were released were the Air Max 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you have these. And I'm not saying that the other ones aren't Off-Whites. I think they're still nice. But this is not these are going to go out. These are the first dunks that he put out.
Yeah.
And granted, I know what you're saying. It's just a pair of dunks with Off-White, and it has the orange
little tab,
a little bit of bread clips.
But I do feel like they're a pretty decent shoe. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't go crazy and spend a lot of money for them, but I think that they're a pretty decent shoe. I see a lot of people who are willing to trade box logo tees and sell a hoodie to get them.
Did you get a
box logo
tee?
Bro, when I say I went into it, I knew it was gonna be bad.
Yeah,
of course, dude. Any box logo drop is bad.
Yeah. But the hoodies
the
hoodies were obtainable. The hoodies weren't bad. I had no problem getting through with the hoodies, right?
Which is weird to me.
Yeah,
that doesn't make a lot of sense. But okay, yeah, go.
But what happened was, I think the hype from
the sweater,
sweatshirt, trickled over into the t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was
trickle down Hyponomics.
Right.
When I went to the sign up for the store that Tuesday.
Trickle down Hyponomics.
Okay. It was rough.
Yeah.
Like trying to get through, and trying to get a spot in store, and it got to the point where I was like, I gave up because I was like, this shit was bad. The website was crashing.
Yep.
So when the t-shirts came, I said I knew it was gonna be just as bad, and I had in my mind, I was like, I guarantee you that the production on the t-shirts was a lot less than the production on the hoodies.
Absolutely.
Every time, of course, because the hoodies were embroidered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Automatically, that's more like production than the silkscreen.
So you feel like there's more hoodies in the wild than there are t-shirts.
Probably, yeah, that would make sense.
Yes, I agree with you because, I mean, and when people were getting the hoodies, if you had like a number like even 600, you were getting a box logo. No matter, it could have been any color, could have been a medium or a large, but in the t-shirts, I heard people were getting number 350 and they weren't, when they got there, they were like, it's done.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I went on the website, it was crashing, and I couldn't even. I got to the point where I tried to add it to the cart.
Yep.
My cart wouldn't show up, and I was like,
"Fuck!" I had the same issue.
Oh. The cart wouldn't even come up at all.
No, because you would add it to your cart, and then you would not see the top right corner.
You wouldn't see the top
with the cart.
Which I mean, with the hoodies, it was literally for me. It was add it to the cart, in the cart. Have all my information autofill, boom, check out,
autofiddle,
and then I was done.
I legitimately thought it was just the layout of the Supreme website, and I was just cursing up a store because I don't usually go on Supreme during drop days. So when I go on there and I just try to put things, and it's like it's in my cart, I can't pick up another one, And I'm like, where do I check out? Where do I fucking check out? This is a streetwear design store. Why the fuck this website's designed so poorly? Fuck that! Like just yelling at the top of my lungs like an idiot. And then just tried putting out that Gore-Tex fucking parka in there just to see as a control group. And I was like, oh no, it's working. I'm just it's just not in. I'm just caught an L today.
Catching L's, baby.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
So so it just felt like one of those weird weeks, and there was so much hype behind the t-shirts because you had people that A, didn't get the hoodie, and B, realized that the t-shirt is a quick flip.
Yep.
Very quick flip.
So
very, very quick.
It's interesting to see those two because I think same thing. I think the price is going to shoot up on the hoodies and the t-shirts. Right now it's at a low, but we shall see.
I think the t-shirts will probably. I think you're right with the t-shirts probably being in less production. I think they'll probably go up faster than the hoodies.
I think the hood, and once again, I mean, I think what happens a lot of time with a lot of these items are that they get in the hands of the wrong resellers who can't really hold stuff.
Yeah, they can't sit on them.
And they can't sit on it, and then you get stuff, you can get a decent deal. I think box logos right now, I think if you're offering up like 500 and some change, you could probably get a box logo. And that just usually just does not happen with a box logo sweatshirt.
No.
Let's try and see what they got going on here for the prices.
All right.
Streetwear, Supreme. We go to. You think it's already on here?
Absolutely.
Of course it is. It's up there immediately.
Yeah, $300.
$300 for a box logo.
That's a lot of money, dude.
For a t-shirt.
For a t-shirt, it's $300 for a t-shirt.
The red one was $275 or $250, whatever.
I get mad at that Supreme San Francisco box logo, man. I get so mad because it released on their website.
Yeah.
And it released on the website, but everyone kept getting card declines immediately.
Really?
I got a card decline immediately.
That's so frustrating.
And then they didn't allow people to start purchasing until 11:05 a.m. that morning.
Wow.
So a lot of times you get a box logo in store only. Supreme, the last two releases for Brooklyn and San Francisco ended up on their website. And then the fucking card declined.
Damn, dude, I really wanted that pink one.
The pink one goes hard, I know.
Pink one's so hard. But yeah, so the box logo hoodies are up there for like $600 at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually, closer probably to $650 than anything else.
Let me see the Swarovski.
I'll show it to you only if you can pronounce it.
Swarovski.
So the black Swarovski hoodie is on here. It's at a stack.
Yeah, $9.95.
What was the retail on that one? Was it 500?
Retail? No, it wasn't that much. Oh, retail for
600.
This is nuts. Some of this shit is just so ridiculously priced. Swarovski isn't like real diamonds, right?
No, it's crystals.
It's like bedazzled.
Yeah, but
yeah.
They have a kit you could buy at Kmart for like $12 to do this.
Yeah.
$600. Just make your fucking own. Like, why not? No one can fucking tell the difference. I don't know. Whatever.
Let me see. Keep going down.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
You see the gray one?
Ooh.
Gray one's at $12.50.
The navy one's at $13. Doesn't it? People were complaining that this fades too, right?
They're saying the crystals come off.
The crystals come
off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, it's just like,
that's a one-time use.
Because we were gonna do a Swarovski bag with spray ground, but we couldn't get a sample to like fucking stay together because the shit was just falling apart.
We were having the same problem here at Sub Podcast with Swarovski. We were gonna do a Swarovski tee, but it just kept falling off, so we never made it. Right, Chris? Right, El?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
We were fiddling around with it.
We were fiddling around with it. We just couldn't get it to work. You were having the same issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried gluing them on. It didn't work, man. Didn't fucking work.
How did we get here? We went through a little roundabout. We started with eBay and got here. But anyway,
so we got that. In addition to Supreme, we've had a couple Yeezy releases the last couple days.
Oh yeah.
The re-release of the Zebras was that today?
That was today. We had the black and red. Was it Yachol? How do you pronounce it? What is it?
Yachiles. Yek-Hiles, I think.
Don't heil anything on the pod, okay?
No, because it's supposed to be like, all right, take it easy. You're the one who shouldn't be heiling anything. But it's Yek-Hile.
Okay.
as some sort of Christmas mythos thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the 350 V3. Oh no, not 3. The 700 V3s are confirmed coming out.
Yeah, didn't they tease them?
They've been teasing them forever.
Yeah. But I thought Adidas did like a new North American release already for them.
They're rumored to release December 23rd for $200.
Interesting.
Which is a better price tag than the usually gone. They've gone down and they're staying down, which is nice. They're out of the 3 range. They're into the 2 range.
You know what? I wasn't sold on these at first. But hearing $200 for them, I'm like, that's a fair pair. Like that's a fair price for these shoes. You know?
Yeah.
I'm very pro that.
No, and they got cool effects on them because the white molded part is like a weird glow in the dark type of thing. It's a cool shoe, man. Kanye's getting into some interesting materials.
Can you scroll down a little bit? I want to see what the top of the shoe looks like.
Top of the shoe is actually very nice aesthetically.
Ooh, yeah,
it all kind of blends in there's no weird oblongs part. Usually when you get to the top view of shoes, they look weird. This was considered when they made the shoe. They're like, let's look at it at every angle. Because most shoes from the top look stupid, but these ones do not. So that's what's up.
Yeah. So what are our genuine thoughts about just the Yeezy models going forward to 2020? We have a high 500 that released in Slate or whatever. The blue ones. We have all these different 700s, different 350s. It feels like every day there's some type of new Yeezy release. What do we think is going to happen with the brand in 2020?
I think a couple of things will happen, but what I mainly think is this is kind of where Adidas and Kanye's partnership kind of overthrows Nike's, if you ask me, my prediction.
Really? You think this is the year?
Yeah, well, because if you look at the timeline of things that's occurred, like, so the Virgil...
How? How, Chris?
Sway?
No, how? How they going to overtake Nike? They can't. How?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Sorry, Luke, for yelling in your ear. Sorry. Sorry, bro. I apologize. Sorry about that. I forgot.
You know what? That's fine. It's okay.
Sorry, man.
I betrayed you last week. You betrayed me this week.
He got you back. Hell yeah,
sorry,
dude.
I'm sorry, bro. I got mad. I was like, he said they're going to overtake Nike. How? How?
No, so, I mean...
You ain't got the answers, Chris.
You ain't got the answers, Chris.
17 till now has been a dominant Nike with a collaborative partner years. Whatever, right?
How the fuck they gonna overtake Nike when Nike's about to do a collab with Dior? Tell me that.
Tell me that.
Because this is where I pops for them, I think.
Let's see you fiddle your way out of this one.
Oh, I'm about to fiddle. I'll fiddle everybody.
Go for it.
Pause. No, dude, seriously, because we have Virgil, their main collaborator, going like, yeah, I kind of think this is done.
Yeah.
He's going to focus more on LV than anything else going forward.
Or
at least that's what it seems.
Or IKEA. We don't know.
Or IKEA. Well, yeah, many of his, maybe he'll make new water. He'll have like quote flavored water or where the fuck it is with Evian. Fucking stupid water. Shit. But I think he's going to move out of the Nike realm. He's going to move away from sneakers and go to higher end stuff with LV and whatever other project he has. And that's the main person that they have. And they've tried to sort of set him up for a replacement.
Yeah.
But like Jerry Lorenzo didn't do it. Everyone they've worked with haven't kept the same hype level.
Bro, they're about to drop an Off-White 5 in a couple months.
With holes in it, and it looks stupid.
That's fine. It's still going to do numbers.
It's fine. But what I'm saying is this year, next year, going into next year, if Kanye keeps going strong with all these great shoes, because he's improving all the models.
This is a very aesthetically pleasing shoe.
Yeah, and he's getting good with material, because that molded shit, between the dark shit is a fucking great feature on this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you scroll down a little bit more. So no. Just a little bit up. That kind of looks like a vagina.
You fucking stink.
Go back up. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the...
Kind of like the top of the shoe looks like a vagina. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. And when did this release? December 23rd?
Yeah, it comes out the 23rd for $200.
God damn, they are just literally dropping everything. I mean, this is the what do we get? This is the 4th Zebra release?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe.
But this is what I'm saying though. So if they keep releasing models steadily, right?
And then re-releasing the old ones.
Re-releasing the old ones. I mean, by the end of next year, we might have like something V5.
We're gonna get turtle doves next year, probably.
At some point, I believe.
At some point, we'll get turtle doves.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before too, though, because if you're a collector,
you
want to have every version of every model.
Right.
Or if you're just on the hype train and you just like one of these shoes, now they're affordable. The prices are still going down.
Yeah.
If they remain around a 200 mark and get lower into 2020, I mean, like, who's going to want this versus one of the Virgil shits that you can't get? No one was going to want to pay $1,000 for something that Virgil did with Nike when you can have something just as hype that's very accessible, something like a Yeezy.
Oof.
Yeah, I will give them that. I don't know if they're gonna be able to stop what Nike is doing, because Nike still is going to have.
They're still gonna have Converse. They're still gonna have Jordan.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Travis. I mean, they're gonna have a bunch of shit
Yeah.
going on. You know what I mean? But I think this is a year that Adidas will start really starting to compete with them.
Well, I think Adidas, you know,
Not that they're
in
not already, but
2015, 2014 was able to have a stranglehold. Not a stranglehold, but they were definitely. You look at it and you're like, oh man, Ultra Boost, and you know.
Yeah, no, they came out with a huge bang. I think they shot their load too early. Pause.
Yeah.
I think they put a lot into that.
Well, they shot their load at the right time. Because,
Yeah, but it's like it didn't make an everlasting effect. But now I think they've stabilized.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've gotten to the point where, because when that first happened, it was the regular sort of Kanye limited release that he had kind of with Nike. Like,
Yeah.
Here's a shoe, super limited, a lot of money, you're not going to get it. Like, good luck.
Is there a possibility that what we're seeing right now is kind of a similar thing with the Ultra Boosts, where they're kind of front loading because they're front loading for the next quarter coming up, right?
I wouldn't say they're front loading. I think they're just on a regular release schedule now.
Regular release schedule, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a regular release schedule, I mean, we're getting. I mean, the last couple of days we've gotten like 4 or 5 Yeezys that's just like dropped.
Yeah, and I think that's what he wants. I think that's what he's planning to do.
Yep.
And it's not like they're not selling. They're doing.
No,
they're
they're
all
doing
doing decent numbers. They're not ended up on StockX for like $1,000. But if anyone who wants him can get him, and they're fucking hype shoe.
There was the Volt looking ones, the Volt green looking ones.
Yeah.
There was the black ones. Those came out in regular and then reflective. You got the zebras. You got there was like a 700. It was like a blue one. It was a 500. There was the slate joints. I mean, that is like a full on onslaught slot of sneakers that a company has released.
Yeah, and the prices are dropping. The quantities are remaining high. Everyone's going to be able to have these. That's why I'm saying, I'm thinking like, all right, so even if you want to, so maybe this is a better way to explain it. People that are on the cusp, because streetwear is so popular right now, people who don't really understand what's going on know that Yeezy's popular. Now they're affordable. You can easily get them. So everyone's going to be a part of the space now. Which I think Kanye said from the beginning, this is what he wanted. He wanted to be able to have everybody. He wanted a Walmart shoe, pretty much.
He wants moms wearing Yeezys.
And there's a lot of moms wearing Yeezys.
Yeah.
This is an affordable hype shoe that everyone can recognize. Because I mean, if a hype mom, like a mom influencer, or a dumb thing you want to call her, right, can't get the Virgils, can't get a popular shoe, who's the other guy? Kanye, Adidas, very easy. So that's just my thought. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
Maybe. Well, here's the thing. Here's the big clinching thing. What is Kanye West gonna do, the person in 2020 that? Because that could ruin everything for
that's true. I mean, I mean, even despite his weird political shit, the shoes are still selling, so it doesn't matter.
It's true. Yep.
They might take a dip here and there depending on what shit he says about whatever going into it,
right?
Especially with the election, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not.
We're gonna have an election coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He's impeached, guys. That doesn't really mean anything, but
doesn't mean anything.
Anyway, moving on. Something that I kind of want to talk about, which before you got here, Lawrence, that me and Luke kind of discussed quickly. So just to move off of like the partnership with Adidas and Kanye, we can move to the one with Travis and Nike.
Yeah.
The winterized 4s are coming out, and they're very similar to the
Eminem.
No, to the Travis 4s. They look fucking similar, just like a darker tone.
No, that they were like Eminem 4s.
No, these ones right here. These aren't Eminem.
Look at. No, hold on. No, look at Eminem 4s.
Which ones? The black ones?
I thought there was like blue Eminem 4s.
Eminem, Air Jordan. All right, cover me. Hold on.
I went to ASAP Ferg concert yesterday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
That was pretty fun. I'm not in touch with the youth anymore, man. They're doing some other shit. I don't know, man. Talking about Count My Wah and all that shit. I don't get it, man. Murder Beats was cool. ASAP Ferg was awesome. A lot of mosh pitting. I haven't really gone to a concert in a while.
You sound so depressed while you're talking about it.
No, well, I haven't gone to a concert in like 6 years, and the last one, I haven't moshed in forever, and that was, wow, I'm so small, guys. I am so small, bro. I got swallowed up by the mosh.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then I was like 15 feet away from Ferg by the end of it. I was just like,
oh, nice. You should have said what up.
I tried.
Like,
do you
want to
do our pod?
Do you like sneakers?
Do you like? I know you like sneakers. I'm wearing U-wings.
What's your opinion on eBay?
Did you see eBay? You care about resellers?
All right, so I got it up. No, Lawrence. Okay, you're probably more correct in that it's closer to the M&M 4, but I mean, it's a very both shoes are very similar.
I mean, it's literally you got them right next to each other.
Yeah,
right
so we have all the way on the left for us looking at it, we have the M&M 4. Then in the middle is the Travis 4, and then on the right we have the Winterized 4. They're all very similar. There's different shades of blue.
Yeah.
With the
they look more like M&M 4s. Come on, let's be honest. I mean, that blue is very similar.
And the grays.
Yeah, it's very similar to M&M.
I mean, either way, whatever. These, even I'll still stand where I was going to argue from. I think the Winterized 4s are better than both those shoes.
I think you're smoking crack.
Yeah, you are.
Now, you take away Eminem or Travis Scott from these shoes.
I like the blue. I like the blue on the Travis Scotts.
Mm.
It's got nothing to do.
I like the blue on the 4s, and I also think the added functionality beats them both out.
Sure, the functionality is a very big argument for me as well. You know I'm all about my layers, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that shoe's got layers. I already see it.
There's layers to it.
There's layers to that shoe.
There's layers to this shoe.
But that... those fucking clip things on the Travis 4s, the speckled like little cement speckle thingies. I like that a lot. I like that with the contrast with the light blue.
Where'd it go? I just fucking had it up. Well, whatever.
Yeah, scroll up. That's it.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Listen, I get tired of, after a while you're like, how many Jordans you got to pick and choose. If this was 18 and 19-year-old Lawrence, I would have had to have those.
These are a good functional shoe for sure.
I like them, man.
But older Lawrence, no way.
You gonna cop?
$200, not bad.
Yeah, I'm not copping for $200. That's a shoe that I believe you can get under retail if you play it smart.
Ooh,
yeah, you probably can. But I like these a lot.
And then even the editor's notes. Come on, man.
It looks
slightly like Eminem's Encore Nike Air Jordan 4 from 2017, save for a few changes in color blocking.
You look like an idiot right now, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm still not incorrect. It looks like the Travis one too.
It does not look like the Travis Scott 4s, bro.
It's a blue Air Jordan 4. They're very similar.
That's a
Yeah, but
powder.
that's a powder blue, and this is a dark blue.
Yeah, Chris.
You fucking
That wasn't even what I was trying
idiot.
to. I'm just saying I like it because it's. All right.
And now we're back in.
What was I saying?
You were saying something about how fucking wrong you were.
No, I wasn't wrong.
You're pretty
Right.
wrong.
Sorry, guys. The batteries on the Zoom cut out for a
The
second.
batteries on the Zoom were like, I can't believe this horse shit that Chris is spewing. And they were like, we're gonna die. That's it.
I'm just saying it's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just like them better
Yeah.
because of the winter function. Is that what we were talking about? I forget exactly where I was going with this.
Yeah, you were. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're wrong. That's what it means.
Whatever.
You were talking about the Travis 4s. But let's talk about the other Travis shoe. Let's talk about those 270s.
Oh yeah. Have you seen these, Lawrence?
Have you seen
I have.
These 270s. What do
They
you
give
think,
me
baby?
they give me Balenciaga vibes.
They give me
They give me Li Ning
throw up in
vibes.
my mouth vibes.
They give me Li Ning vibes. But
No, they don't. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No,
Those-
they give me homeless people visions.
really.
I don't know. These are horrible. All the shoes
Scroll
that
down.
Travis does that are a newer model are duds.
What, the 33s?
Oh, you did the
Yeah.
33. The 33s weren't that bad.
No one gave a fuck about the 33.
They didn't give a fuck about them, but
No one's also giving a fuck about these 270s. These stink.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck? Like what? Like
Wait,
the
scroll down.
270s. The 270s by themselves are fine. The
Right.
model is a fine. I don't
See,
care.
say Cactus Jack on the back. These are going to be a hit.
Fucking hit.
This is going to be a hit with the kids.
These stink. These are a shoe. If
Yeah.
I see you wearing these or bragging about, like, if you post on social media that you got these, I know you don't care about sneaker culture and you're just a vulture.
Oh, they're kind of furry. They got like a furry thing going on.
Yeah, they kind of suck. All over it.
Uh-huh.
They all this stinks.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What if he has some sort of passionate story about the color yellow and what it represents to him, would you be in then?
No.
Okay.
What color? What story do you have around that?
He had a teddy bear.
Yeah,
when
so
he was
this
a
shoe is based on all the colors that come out of my body. It's like, what are you talking? These stink, dude. March, do you have thoughts?
Oh, they're all right. I don't, it's going to be obviously another sneaker that people are going to go crazy to get because it's Travis Scott.
No, you're crazy if you try to get them. That's what I think.
Well, okay.
I think these will probably, let's see, teaser picks followed by on-feet picks, followed by influencers, followed by limited drop, followed by resale, followed by friends and family.
Wait, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Exactly. Once the fucking celebrity starts wearing them, people will be like, you know what? They're not that bad.
They're not that bad.
People do.
They look pretty good on feet.
People do 180s on sneakers all the time.
What
I
do they
mean,
look like on
the
feet?
off-white dunks. Another thing. People were, this is garbage. And
I
now,
mean, which is true. I've 180'd on shoes. I 180'd on the Tinker 3s.
Yeah.
I was like, these are stupid. Why would anyone want to swoosh?
I mean,
they're my number one beaters.
I 180.
One thing I'm not gonna do a 180 on is these SB Dunk low ray guns.
Pew pew.
I mean, my original thoughts, fucking amazing shoe.
Yep.
My same thoughts when I see them, fucking amazing shoe.
Fucking amazing shoe, bro.
They come out in white and black. Though black are gonna be on sneakers, and then the white pair will be in skateboard shops only. It's gonna be very.
Oh, I want the white pair.
So we shall see. They come out a couple days.
Yeah, I think the fucking
All my skate shops are closed.
Mm-hmm. December 27th for $100. The black pair will be globally available in full family sizes, and the white pair is exclusive to skate shops and only available in men sizes. Actually,
men. No, you didn't want to. Okay.
You don't want to join in on that one?
Nope.
Okay, you're right.
I remember when the whole Roswell Nike ad was going on back in the days, and people wanted the
original Ray Guns,
the Ray Guns jersey and basketball jersey. And now we're getting SB Dunk. I'm telling you, man, as long as they don't touch the Uncle Dunks, I'm happy, man. Don't ever touch.
No, they're coming, bro. They're
they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
Well, what do you think they
shoes.
would do? What do you think they would do, Chris? They would put them in the lows. If they do lows on those, I'm gonna cry. They can't do lows on the uncles.
Well, I mean, whoa.
If they do.
Ha!
What the Alexa?
Yo, Alexa, chill.
Let us shut up, you fucking.
Yeah.
What
So.
a whore. No, well, all right. So what I was about to say is, if you take the formula of these shoes,
Yeah.
which you don't even have to equate the tie-dye to them. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's basically the originals. They just
Is the orange blocking?
the color blocking is now tie-dye.
Right.
I mean, if they take that formula and just like take the original color blocking and just like switch it to a pattern or something.
Right.
I mean, if they touch the Uncle Dunks like that, that's not even a bad thing.
No, it would be a chance for me to get them, which
Yeah,
I
I mean,
wouldn't
this
be
is-
too mad about.
This is the original colorway.
Right.
They just tie-dyed the color blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Which that if you get a Uncle tie-dyed shoe, it's like that's whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I like when they update. They just like, all right, we'll give it a pattern. That's nice. It's a nice way to do a sequel to a shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, Uncle Dunks need to stay. I mean, they did Tiffany highs, which
I like the Tiffany highs.
I didn't like the highs.
I prefer the highs over the lows. I'll tell you
I
that
love
much.
the lows are one of the greatest shoes.
I mean, I'm more about the blue than the yellow. That's my thing.
The blue than the yellow.
Yeah, I like highs,
Right.
but like if I'm gonna go with a colorway, I'll go with the blue over
Yeah,
the
no, me
yellow.
too. For sure.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we shall see. I don't know. Anything else you guys want to discuss?
Where's my phone? Let me see this shit.
Got
Let me
through a lot
see
of
this
sh- we got through a
goddamn
lot of-
shit.
We got through a lot of things today.
We did.
Yeah. Trying to see. Oh, this was more just to point out how embarrassing a shoe collab could be. But K-Swiss is doing a Matrix collection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They're really bad. Well, first off, I don't mind K-Swiss as a shoe brand. I actually think a lot of their shoes are very good for what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically guys who like play lacrosse and like are join a frat. Like that's like one of the shoes that they would wear. You know what I mean? But I actually like K-Swiss. I think a lot of the shoes have some merit to them. Just not in a Matrix collab.
No, that was a weird
Yeah.
collaboration.
So if you guys think about like, if probably whatever K-Swiss shoe you think of is the one with the 5 sort of not stripes on the side or whatever. It's that version with it's black and it has like the Chinese whatever raining shit
Careful
embossed on it. What? Or Japanese
Careful.
kanji. Shut up, Luke. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, ray guns. We did that. Yep. Just going through it. Oh, Cap Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless. I like it.
God, they have the date of when he knelt first, I guess.
Yeah.
And
do they have extra toe box protection for when you kneel?
It's a great one.
Woo! This is why we do this.
This is why we do this.
Luke got a good one in. Damn. Hell yeah,
a
you really
great one.
filled that one right in there, huh?
Just fiddled it right in.
Luca Trovisi. Luke.
Oh, no, and also, so this goes along with your, I guess, when you pointed out that Air Force Ones are making a comeback.
Yeah.
So Cap's getting one, and there's a third colorway to the clot. They're having a rose gold.
Yeah, they're doing a rose gold one.
So they're trying to bring back SBs and Air Force Ones. They're trying to get back to the essence.
Yes.
The essence.
It's
There you go.
time.
It's time.
It's time, baby.
Is it?
The rose golds are pretty. I like the
Rose golds are very pretty. And as a fan of rose gold,
Mm-hmm.
I like them a lot. I sort of would love. I would never actually wear this, but the Supreme rose gold fucking North Face jacket with those rose gold that's a fire hook.
Ooh.
Yo, black pants.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Just let the two pieces do all the talking.
Yeah.
Let the two pieces do all the talking.
That's my kind of loud. Is like the clean loud. Like
Yeah,
rose gold,
like,
shiny.
Sure.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. I like quiet loud. That's the shit right there. And I think that'll fucking do it.
Let's go over what we're wearing today.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that last time either. Someone commented. My shoes that I'm wearing now, or I don't even think these came out, but they're Pump Omnilight samples. This is a quote from one of the guys at Reebok that I got it from. He said, "I try to get it as close to a Cement 3 as possible."
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So I have Cement 3 Reeboks on, basically.
Pretty cool.
I have Levi
samples.
blue samples, and I'm actually wearing the Sub Podcast white box logo merch.
Nice.
So, guys, still got time for Christmas. You get a late one.
Yeah.
Go to Remember to Be Happy.
On sale?
I don't know if they're still on sale or not. They might be up until Christmas, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. That's up to Becky. But,
Yeah,
guys, cop some merch for fucking...
Yeah. Support the boys.
Yeah, support the boys.
There you go.
Yeah, what do you got, Luke?
I got fucking dad snow boots on
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be comfy.
Right.
Camo chinos and APC sweater. Underneath the APC sweater is another layer. It's a brown George Bean sweater. And then underneath that is a T-shirt, and then underneath that is an undershirt. But I also have two more layers that I had taken off.
The Lair King.
I'm the layer king, man. What do you want from me?
My man's an onion.
Yeah.
There we go.
What do you got?
Black and red 4s, black jeans, polo hoodie, double RL, winter hat. Game over. That's it.
Game over. Do you guys have anything that you want to buy? What's your next buy?
No, I have nothing I want to buy.
No, I got nothing I want to buy. I'm good.
Yeah, there's nothing. No.
Maybe the Marilyn Monroe A-Life hoodie. I think that might be my next one.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
There we go.
Shout out to my guys at A-Life. Go listen to the special Patreon
Yeah.
episode with Trey
With
Hill of A-Life New York. All right, I think that's it.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you.
Sub Podcast NYC on Instagram, subpodcastnyc@gmail.com. If you go to the Instagram, we have a phone number you could text or leave a voicemail to. You can email us. We'll talk about it on air when we get enough of them.
Yep.
So we get a couple in the hole, guys. So send more so we can have a nice little segment there.
Discord.
Yeah, definitely go on the Discord. You guys are nuts if you're not on there because it's actually getting real fun.
Discord is getting fun.
It's
as
active
fuck.
constantly all the time now, which is great.
Bro, I put on. I did a "What did you wear today" for a fit. I put on all of my camo just to see what it looks like, and it doesn't match. It's not. It's all
There we
different
go.
camos too. We're talking woodland camo, tiger camo, and babe camo.
And no digital camo though.
no
'cause
digital
camo stinks.
No, well, I'm gonna fight you, sir.
There we go.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
Thanks.
Yeah, Lawrence is done potting. All right, guys.
Thank you.
I mean, you follow us on social media, LZD325, Trevisus, Not That Cheney. Go to the whatever monthly show. Our next one's on New Year's Eve, 8 o'clock at the Village Lantern. I know you guys got stuff you want to do, but just come laugh with us for a little while, then go to the party. So that's it. We'll see you guys next week. And whatever. Fiddle yourself out of here. All right, see you.
Later.